Okay, new engine oil product on the market in Australia. I've been keen to try this out for several months since I've seen it first from the US. It's a Valvoline product. If you're regular to the channel, you know, well, I'm kind of personally a fan of Valvoline engine oils, but that's another story. So, what's this new product? It's called Valvoline Restore and Protect. Sounds a bit like marketing wank, I know. Now, also worth noting with this oil, at the moment there is two viscosity grades available in Australia. So those are 5W30 and what I'm using is the 10W40. So both of these, for specifications, they're both API SP rated. They don't have any ASEA European specification ratings. There's basically no other manufacturer rating. So like I said, the API SP is a pretty good spec anyway. That also covers SN and SM+. The thing with this stuff is, it is putting some pretty impressive claims out in regards to engine cleanliness and particularly deposit cleanliness. Now, probably something else to note as well, these guys are claiming 99% deposit removal. Now that is, their claim is with 4 consecutive oil changes. Now, kind of with any engine oil, you're not going to get the full benefit of that particular brand until you've done at least 2 changes anyway, because when you swap it out, you're going to have some residual oil from the previous engine oil. There can be a bit of additive interference even with that residual, so that's why 2 changes I'd recommend doing before you start seeing any real true benefit. Now I'm going to try it out on my Outlander here. So this thing has, probably every 2,000 to 3,000 Ks needs an engine oil top up. So what I'm suspecting is going on there is probably a bit of deposits around the piston ring land areas, which possibly could be making those rings a little sticky, resulting in the excess engine oil. It doesn't really seem to leak anything externally. It doesn't seem to really show any other visible signs of where that oil's going, so that's kind of what I'm predicting is going on. Now, this product, from what I've seen, has some really good piston cleanliness by results. So far impressive. Now, if you're not subscribed and you want to see how this goes, you probably need to subscribe, because this is going to be probably a little while before the next oil change. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is we're going to open up the filter, basically for some comparison like before and after, and I'm also going to open up the valve cover as well, or the rocker cover, whichever way you want to call it. We're going to have a look inside that, because sometimes that tends to be a good spot where sludge builds up in an engine and whatnot. So we'll have a look, see what that looks like. At least then we can have a bit of a comparison after 1, 2, maybe 3 engine oil changes. So first up, let's break into the filter. We'll open that up and we'll have a look, then we'll look in the valve cover. So now I don't have a specific filter cutter, so the good old hacky saw ass was pressed into action for this. So let's have a look. So we got the anti-drain back valve and then the main filter element. So what I'll do is I'll snip all this out and we'll open all the pleats up and have a look. So I'm just going to get pretty rough here and just use a pair of side cutters. We're just going to cut those pleats and we'll just sort of rip the whole lot out, stretch it out, see what it looks like. So I'm not going to go too nuts with it, to be honest. Like, really, we can see what we need to see with just this bit here. So, but that looks like there's no real sludge build-up, no metals, anything like that. It's looking pretty good. So, I guess next time around, let's have a look at the filter, see what it looks like in comparison. So, there we go. Alright, so I got that rocker cover off now. I'll throw the photos and footage up by now. So I think you agree, that looks in pretty good nick. But there's a little bit of varnishing, yellowing colour, but that's kind of typical. There's no real sludge build up, so that's a good sign. So for the sake of this oil change interval, I'm going to monitor the oil consumption, see how it compares to the last one. Next oil change, rip this valve cover off again, and at least I've got this footage. We'll go back and compare it. So if you want to see how that goes, I'd recommend subscribing, and because it's going to be a little while before this comes up again, and yeah, we'll just see what it looks like then. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully you might get some use out of this video. I don't know, we'll see what happens, see what the future brings. So take it easy, and we'll see you then.